Welcome back to some more NHL 22 BeAPro with our goaltender, Everett Scott. And in the previous episode, we got swept in round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs against the Nashville Predators. But we are in our new season here, our 7th season in the NHL, and our 6th season with the Chicago Blackhawks. And as you can see, I have played 4 games into the season so far, just because we started on the road for the first 4 games of the season, and I didn't feel like having the first episode of the new season be on the road. So I played through these 4 games, played in 2 of them, simulated 2 of them. I do not remember which 2 I played, which 2 I did not. But the goal for today's episode is to at least get through this Edmonton game and this Washington game. And depending on how long those games take, maybe we'll be able to throw in this game against the Flames. Now, before I get into it too much further, I just want to apologize if you hear humming in the background. That is my AC. I would turn it off, but it is very humid in my house, and I do not like being humid. Or I don't like it being humid. I don't like being hot because I'm naturally hot all the time. Just the way my body works, I guess. I do not like it, but you got to roll with it. Anyway, that's not important. I just want to say if you hear that noise in the background, not sure if my mic settings will pick it up, but if you hear it, that is what it is, and I do apologize. But once it cools down a bit in my house, I will turn it off for recordings. But that is what it is if you hear it. But now we are going to see the lines. I will show you the lines. We have a lot of new people. Half of our offensive players are new people. We have Tyler Seguin, he's new. Scheifele and Mark Stone, they're new. Ryan Strome is new. And then Batherson and Heponiemi are new. So 6 out of our 12 offensive players are new this season. Then we go to the defensive matchups, and Hayden Fleury, I think Hayden Fleury was not on our team. Yeah, he was not on our team last year. And Grzelczyk, probably pronouncing that wrong, but Hayden Fleury and Grzelczyk are new members to our team. And then for backup goaltender, we have Tristan Leno. And this is his first season in the NHL altogether. The previous 4 seasons he's played in the AHL. So yeah, we basically completely revamped our entire roster. So not sure if that's a good thing or not. I did decide though that once we get about to the halfway mark of the season, I am going to request a trade to a playoff contender, because we are a good enough overall now that we have no problem just going to the GM and being like, hey, so get me out of here. So, if we have to, if we're not doing so good, then we will request a trade to a playoff contender. But for now, we'll stick it out, potentially our final season with Chicago. If we can actually manage to win the Stanley Cup this year, I might think about re-signing with them. But I don't know. I think our time with Chicago's kind of run its course. We've played 6 out of our 7 years here, so yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, before we jump into the simulating, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I'm still on the road to 100. I am very close. Last time I looked, I was at 95. So any bit of help you can do for me, I always appreciate it. But now, without further ado, we are going to jump into the simming. We're taking on the 3-0-0 Oilers. We are at home for our first home game of the season. Simming first period, 2-1 Edmonton. Second period, still 2-1 Edmonton. All right, so we have a 1-goal deficit to make up. I think we can do it. Shots are pretty even. Let's get into it. All right. First game in the United Center. Got a brand new squad here in the red jerseys. Slavin starting it off, coming in. Skates right into the Oilers. That's good. And Connor McJesus is not on the Oilers anymore. He is on Vegas, so that's always good to see. And I do apologize if you also hear thundering outside, because it is also thundering. So I picked a wonderful day to record. Had a 3-day weekend because it's Memorial Day, and I spent the entire time doing nothing. And now I'm recording these the last minute, which I'm trying to stop doing, but we know how that worked out. But I am getting it done regardless. So that's all you can do sometimes. Besides, I had a nice 3-day weekend. I enjoyed it. Ready to go back to the normal working scene tomorrow as Sagan scores a goal to tie things up. He's the point leader for our team this season. He has 10 points now, unless he got points on the first goal. Very nice to see him contributing. But I think now I'm going to go back to my normal editing style. I don't know if I mentioned, but I changed it to 10-minute period lengths. Because the 2 games I played, I did full games. So, yeah. But, yeah, it is 10 minutes, so it's a couple minutes longer. Not sure if I mentioned it or not. Tavares with a nice shot. Goes off the post. You hate to see it, but when you're a goalie, you love to see it. And that one goes off the post for me, too. Gonna cover that. Hold it for the whistle. I'm definitely going to improve on that from the playoffs. I was passing the puck at any chance I could get, and I think that was part of our problem. I just think my teammates were tired out because I wasn't giving them a chance to get a breather. So, gonna definitely freeze the puck more and see if it helps our team produce better. Nice save there. My teammate shot it into our net. That should have been a goal. Actually, maybe not. It stopped right on the post. Jonesy almost scored on us. And somehow Yamamoto scores when I was in position for that shot. Not sure how that went through, but Yamamoto gets his first of the season as I'm glitching through their celly. And we are trailing by 1 yet again here. Nice save there. Sagan trying to get it out of our zone. He loses it for a second, spins back around, and ends up losing it again. Jonesy picks it up. Can we finally get it out of our zone? No, he spins back, but he gets a pass over to Slavin, who gets it up to Sagan. Now Tavares with it. Nice slapper. Broke the stick of number 8. Good board pin. And a nice takeaway by Scheifele. Snipes in his first goal of the season. We are tied once again here. He just got in the way of that pass. Just had a free shot lane, and he took it and sniped it. We are all tied up here. Nice glove save. Flung it out. Oilers almost picked it up. Nice save. Pass that one out. Wide open. All right, guys, so there might be a huge chunk of this game cut out because just a few seconds ago, there was a freaking huge hailstorm. Fucking worse than I've ever experienced in my 22 years of life. And I seriously thought it got so loud to a point. I was like, what the hell is going on out there? Like, it freaking sounded like a meteor or something like exploded and was like raining down on my house. It was freaking nuts. I've had a few hailstorms in my 22 years of life because I live in northwest Iowa, but holy jeepers, that was freaking loud. And yeah, it was nuts. But I mean, the good thing is that there's not a whole lot going on in this game anyway. I think I'm gonna bump it back down to 8 minutes because 10 minutes for a third period game just kind of drags on a little bit too much. And I'm hoping with the shorter time span, the AI will be a little bit quicker. So, yeah, nothing of note has really happened since that Mark Scheifele goal. But yeah, so I think it's calming down now. It's just like a torrential downpour there for a bit, and then a hailstorm. And my mom actually called me and she asked if I had power, and I was like, thankfully, yeah. I guess a tree branch fell down on a power line outside their house, and they lost power, so not good. But yeah, so I guess that leads me to a question that I could ask you guys. And first of all, it's like, where do you guys live? I don't obviously mean like your exact address and everything. You know, that's a little too much information for me. I don't care about that. But like, what state do you live in? You know, do you get a lot of big storms there, or do you wish you got some storms there? You know, like California. Bet you guys wish you had some torrential downpours now and then. But no, that'd be cool to know. Like, where do you guys live, and where are you watching this from? Like, I know I have some people who live in. Well, my percentage number says there's like 3% of people who live in the UK. That's pretty cool. Mostly it's the United States, obviously, but it doesn't. As far as I can tell, maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but it doesn't tell me where in the United States most of my viewers come from. So it'd be nice to know, like, anybody else watching these from Iowa, you know. I know there's a couple people. I know my friends, they live in Iowa, so but they don't comment on my videos. But yeah, anybody else who is new to the channel or who's been a long-time viewer, where do you guys live? As we go on a power play here for 2 minutes for interference. Yeah, you guys live in Iowa or around Iowa, in my neck of the woods? Be cool to know. Where are you watching this from? Is what I should say. Not where do you live? You know, that's a little creepy asking it like that. But where are you watching this video from, or any of my videos from, I guess. But that'd be cool to know. But yeah, so before I get into the next game, I am going to bump down the time to 8 minutes again. I'm hoping we can score in the next 16 seconds, but I'm not sure. Really don't want to go to an overtime. It might just be 2 games in this episode just because I don't want to risk losing power. So I'd like to get this video done as quick as possible. But it does look like we will be going to an overtime, so I think that will indeed make my decision for me. I think we'll just be doing the rest of this game and then the third period of the next one, and that will be good for this video. But we'll see how things go. Jump into this overtime here. I might as well just talk because you never know how long these things go, but I've been really loving making videos lately. I know I'm not making any money from them or anything like that, which, you know, if it turns into I've said this multiple times, if this turns into a job, fantastic. If it doesn't, that's fine by me. I started this to do it as a hobby. I've kind of struggled on the pathway there sometimes and started thinking about it. Oh, well, I have to do this for money. But no, I have always wanted to do this as a hobby for as long as I can remember, and that's what I'm going to do it as. And if it turns into a moneymaker for me, then very good. But I don't want to do it for that sole purpose. But I've just been really loving making videos lately. I'm just having so much fun doing it. My Grand Theft Auto Vice City video that I uploaded last week Thursday, it's doing very good compared to the rest of my GTA Vice City episodes. It has like almost 70 views, I think, which compared to the other ones who got like maybe 5 at the most, less than 10 I'm pretty sure for all the other parts. I don't know if it has anything to do with the very weird timing that I uploaded it, because I'm pretty sure when it went up at noon last Thursday, I'm pretty sure that's basically when all the news came out about Ray Liotta passing away. And if you don't know, Ray Liotta is the voice actor of Tommy Vercetti in Vice City. So it was just very, very strange timing that happened. So I don't know if the extra view counts has anything to do with his passing, but all I know is, regardless, I had so much fun going back to that game. I don't know if I'll get to it again this week. I might just stick to MLB and NHL this week. I'm not sure. But no, I had so much fun playing that, and I'm just having so much fun altogether. I enjoy sitting down, hitting the record button, and just playing a game and babbling on for who knows how much time. And so, some of you seem to enjoy it. You're sticking around anyway, watching my videos, so that's always nice. But yeah, I was hoping we could have scored on our power play, but it is EA. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. Haven't done anything of interest the past few days. I've been kind of keeping track of NHL or the Stanley Cup playoffs of the second round anyway. I know tonight there's Game 7 between the Rangers and the Hurricanes. I want the Rangers to win for my bracket, but if the Hurricanes win, I'm all right with that too. Um, Either way, I think Tampa Bay is gonna beat whoever goes to the finals or the conference finals. Um, and then in the West, we have Edmonton and Colorado. I had Calgary going all the way to the finals and then losing to Florida. So my bracket's basically kind of poopy, but I could still do pretty well with my at work one because I'm going up against a lot of people who don't know stuff about hockey. So I might have a chance of winning that one. Not too sure. But yeah, I have two separate brackets. I have one for my work one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Breakaway. No, couldn't tuck it past. But yeah, I have one for work, and then I have one against my parents. Nice one-timer from Jonesy. But my one against my parents is the exact same one as my work one, but my mom has kind of caught on a little bit to the hockey scene because of me talking about it over the past few years. So she kind of knows the ins and outs of what team is good and which one's not. So she's actually winning. So I'm in second. My dad's lost already because he can't get any more points from it. But yeah, the winner gets to, with my family, the winner gets to go. The loser has to take the winner out to eat wherever they want, and then the middle person just gets to go with if they are allowed to by the winner, basically. So it's just a fun little thing that usually it's me and my mom, but my dad actually agreed to do it this year. Charging. Interesting. Haven't seen that one in a while, but yeah. And then at work, it's just if you win, you get a free day. You get a free paid day off. So that is always a nice thing to have, especially because I have no more, and I would like one, but I have some more coming up. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just babbling on about anything, but I don't even know where I was going with that, in all honesty. But it doesn't matter. It wasn't that important. Just me babbling on. But it looks like we're going to go to a shootout here. So, and the power play advantage does not matter. And I am terrible in one-on-one scenarios, so this will be interesting to see. I'm just going to try and stay calm here. Oh, actually made the save. I completely gave up the blocker side of the net. Thankfully, just got a piece of it. We got Sagan up first. What's he going to do? Oh, got it past him. There we go. Now I just have to make two more saves. That's all I got to do. Just got to make two more saves. It's all I got to do. And I hate breakaways. I hate them. I suck. I don't know how my guy didn't stop that, though. Like, what? I don't know. I feel like my guy, the AI should have helped me out a little bit there with a 97 overall player, but maybe DeBrincat will be able to do it. Okay, the camera's just not following him. Okay, it did for a second, but he misses, so it's tied up at 1 apiece. Nugent Hopkins coming in. Oh my God. They do that all the time. It's just simple little breakaways. There's a reason why I don't do online shootouts. All right, we got to hope that Tavares can score. No, we can't, and we lose. So the Oilers are undefeated in the season so far. At least we get a point from it, though. I'm going to hurry this along, and we are going to get into the second and final game of this episode. All right, so third period in Washington about to start here. We did have a good sim. We are up by 3, and I did change it to 8 minutes. just to see if that makes a difference. And the Capitals do not have Ovechkin. I assume at this point, 7 years in, he is probably retired. But the Capitals do have Kaprizov, so very, very good acquisition for the Caps. I'm not sure how long he's been on this team, but definitely a good acquisition for him. Nice glove save, pass that out. And the Capitals are also rolling into this game with a 2-2-1 record, just like we are. So, Tavares with a nice shot. I don't know why he didn't take an extra second to get that back on the forehand and snipe it. But, yeah, whoever wins this game is coming out of it with a 1-win better record than us, or the other, I should say. But, yeah, there he is. Is it Kaprizov or Kaprizov? I think it's Kaprizov. Kaprizov just sounds like an edgy Capri Sun. I'm surprised that's honestly not like a thing like Mike's Hard Lemonade, but Hard Capri Sun. It's just a Capri Sun pouch, but it has alcohol in it. I'm surprised that's not a thing. I am not a drinker, for any of you wondering. Not my thing. Never has been, never will. I'm also not a smoker. Don't partake. I grew up with parents who drink and smoke, so I just never had a desire to do it. So I don't have a problem with people who do, though, as long as you're not causing harm to other people. It's none of my business what you do with your money and your free time, you know. But yeah, just my personal preference when it comes to those things. I don't like them. But like I said, obviously, if you do those things, I don't lose respect for you. It's only when you cause harm to yourself or others with those things that I start to get irritated with it. But thankfully, everybody, well, besides a couple people that I've never mentioned and probably never will, besides those few people I know in my life, everybody else who drinks or smokes in my life is fairly responsible with it, so that's all I can ask. Like I said, though, there's a couple people in my life that I know who are not, but that is not for me to talk about. Just have to mention it. Not really sure why I have to mention it. I just already said it, so I gotta finish it, I guess. But anyway, moving on from that, I think I was debating just simulating through this game and playing the one against the Flames, but you know, it's good to just build up on our stats and see if I can actually go a whole period without giving up a goal while I'm actually playing. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And depending on how quick this one goes by, maybe I'll squeeze in the Flames game. Because I left my stuff recording while I stopped to wait for the frickin' torrential hailstorm and rainstorm to pass. So that added to it. So we might have about 10 minutes of footage that I'll cut out. Maybe not 10, but... Oh, how did that go in? Give me a break. Well, my goal for not giving up a goal throughout an entire played period is not going to come to fruition because of that BS. But still holding on to a 2-goal lead. Nice shot there from Vrana. Kaprizov gets hit by Sagan. Vrana picks it back up, gets board pinned. We're trying to take it away there to brink it with it. Drops it down to 73. Sagan fanned on it, but he holds on. To brink it with it now. Over across to Vrana. Couldn't get it in. That's what she said. And they come out of the zone. Nice hit there by Jonesy. On the edgy Capri Sun. Alright, so I was just thinking, because it showed the Capitals' 3-game schedule coming up, and their third game was against the Coyotes, and it made me wonder, what is their arena going to look like in NHL 23? Because if you are not a hockey fan or you just do not give a crap about the Coyotes like most of the NHL fan base does, well, if you're an avid hockey fan, I'm pretty sure you've heard. But for those of you who aren't, the Arizona Coyotes have to play in the Arizona State University ice rink. I believe it's ASU. And they cannot have their logo on center ice because of I don't remember if it's like a legal thing or something or whatnot, but they're not playing in an NHL arena. They're playing in a collegiate arena. So that'll already be different. It's not going to be as big. It's not going to be as big as like an actual NHL arena meant for like 20,000 fans. Well, I'm not sure how big collegiate stadiums are, but anyway, I guarantee you it's still not going to be as big as a normal NHL arena. And second, not having their logo on the ice. So are they just going to, obviously since it's a game, I'm pretty sure they could probably just put their logo on on center ice, but you'd have to think that they'd keep it. I mean, no, they'll probably put their logo out on center ice, but that'd be very interesting if in NHL 23 you saw like ASU's logo or something on center ice in the Coyotes home arena or something. Or who knows, knowing EA, they'll probably just copy paste the Coyotes arena into NHL 23 and they'll just roll with it and be like, "Oh, well, we don't want to create we can't do this with this stadium, so we're just going to keep this old one in." I could see him doing that too, but yeah, I saw the Caps were playing the Coyotes and it made me wonder how that arena is going to look in NHL 23. But the more I think about it, the more I think it'll probably just be like a generic, they'll probably just use a generic arena or something, or they'll just copy paste it. But I don't know, it'll be interesting. If they go with realistic stuff, then they'll probably just, I don't know. But then they'd have to get the rights to use the ASU logo if that's what it is going to be on the center ice in real life. They'd have to get the rights for that. And I don't know. At this point, the Coyotes just need to be relocated. Relocate the franchise to Quebec City. They've been asking for a team for years now, since the Nordiques left. It's like, just give them a team again. Seattle got a team. Oh, there we go. Jacob Vrana gets his first of the season. We are back up by 3 with 2:18 left to go in the third. But yeah, it's just like, you gave Seattle a team before Quebec City. I know Seattle's probably more of a hockey market, so they're probably making more money from Seattle than they think they would from Quebec City, but just bring back the Quebec City Nordiques. You already have the uniforms and stuff that you could go off of. I don't know. I'd personally like to see the Nordiques back in the NHL. But that's just me. I feel like a lot of other people would agree. But I don't know. I mean, I was born in Arizona, so I would hate to see the Coyotes lose their franchise there. But I mean, they're a terrible team. Like, they have glimpses of they could actually be something, and then something happens, and then by the end of the season, they're almost dead last, if not dead last, in the league. So it's just like, just get rid of them. Besides, I don't really think Arizona is a hockey market environment. Like, when I think of Arizona, I don't think of ice hockey, you know. I think of outside sports like baseball or football, you know. But I don't know. But we are going on to the penalty kill. Last 43.7 seconds of the game. Slavin going to the box for tripping. Warning, beware of blank. Good sign. Very original. Maybe it's a dry erase board. Maybe they just forgot to erase the name. They're 0 for 1 on their power play chances. Nice job dumping it down the ice, Jonesy. I still don't like the fact that he was given the captaincy. I don't like it, but it's EA. I did hear, though, that the only way Patrick Kane could be traded from the Blackhawks is if he requests it, which, I mean, makes sense. He's been a key player on that team since what, like 2007, 2008? One of those years, I think. And he's won 3 Stanley Cups with that team. So it'd be very weird to not see Patrick Kane on the Blackhawks roster. But, I mean, if he wants to win another cup, then he's going to have to wait a bunch of years before he gets another one with Chicago, because Chicago needs to just scrap everything and start rebuilding. Because that's the thing with Chicago. They think they still have a team to win the cup right now. And the sad thing is that they don't know that they don't have that team anymore. Like, we could have had a decent goaltender with Robin Lehner, and then we traded him. We had Marc-Andre Fleury, but our defense was absolutely terrible, and Marc-Andre Fleury was terrible because of the defense. And I'm not getting my hopes up for Kevin Lankinen. I love the guy. I think he's going to be a very good goaltender. But on Chicago, I could just see them either completely wasting his potential, or right when he's starting to get good, they'll trade him away, and then he'll be a dominant goaltender for another team. So Chicago just needs to realize, hey, these younger players that we have, we need to keep them, and we need to get rid of our big salary cap players and start rebuilding. We'll be a shitty team for the next few years, but we were shitty once, and we got Patrick Kane out of the deal, and then we were a pretty dominant team for years, won multiple Stanley Cups, and now we're poopy again. So I don't know. I mean, they're talking about, I've heard rumors that they might consider trading Alex DeBrincat. It's like, you do realize that he has been one of the top goal scorers and point getters on the team since he's debuted, right? It's like, if you want to get rid of players, I love Jonathan Toews. He'll always be the captain of the Chicago Blackhawks for me. But he has a pretty high salary cap, if I remember correct. Or he has a pretty high salary. So he still has pretty good hockey left in him. I just think he's not on a team that's getting the full potential out of him anymore. So you could probably still get a good prospect for him, or like a good rookie for him, or a draft pick or something. And I think you can get rid of all of like the other guys. Like the key, or like the core Stanley Cup winning team is no longer there, except for Toews and Kane. Seabrook is gone because he retired. Keith is in Edmonton. Hossa retired. Everybody that won the Stanley Cup with him in 2015 is gone now. They're either on a different team or they retired. So it's like Chicago needs to get rid of most of their team and keep the young guys, you know. I don't know. I'm not good when it comes to talking hockey trades and stuff, but anyway, I should probably end this video. I'm just rambling on about stuff you guys probably don't really care about. But, guys, I'm going to finish it here. I'm just not going to risk playing that Calgary game and having this video be super duper long. I know it probably wouldn't be, but with me rambling on about nonsense here at the end, who knows how long it'll actually be, even with all the cuts I take out of it. But, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you enjoyed despite the one loss in the shootout. We did get that win, though, against the Caps. It was a pretty easy win. But we'll take it however we can get it. So, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. Help me get to 100 subscribers. I'm very close. 5 away from the last time I checked. Anything you can do to help me get there, I always appreciate it. And until next time, guys, take care.